So day number 6 of my online video diary. My name is Danielle Angela Flores Koblinski, and I am 29 years old. Woo! Okay, so we'll just jump to the good parts, the juicy parts. So I'm getting my life in order, and I'm trying to adult. And I call my health insurance company to check on things, and my health insurance became inactive September 1st. So I'm sitting here, actually, this is going to be what I need to do. I need to decide whether the way I reacted to that was a little much, or, I committed to being fully transparent in this, and that's what really happened. I freaked the fuck out. Freaked out. And I still had to go to work. I had to teach 2 more classes. And all I want to do is cry. Because for so many hours of the day, you're having to be on. And not necessarily a performance, but kind of like that. And your energy affects other people's energy, and I know that, and I get that. And it is my job to bring the energy. And thank God for my job. If I would have stayed home, or I don't know, if I wouldn't have gone to work, the 2 hours that I spent at work would have been spent crying. And the classes, I had great classes. The energy was great. It was probably one of the best things I could do today. So here's the deal with why I'm a little freaked, I get that the insurance thing in America, is very common. That, trust me, I just got on insurance, not having been on it for a while. And let's just think about this. So this little pin right here that I have to take 3 times a week, I get in packs of 12, so it's enough for a month. One of these, $552, let's just go with $600. 12 of them, $6,300, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Okay. There are some meds where I would probably be like, here's the finger. I will come back to you in a hot minute when I can afford you. And woo. So then let's talk about the meds in a minute. Let's just talk about the fact that for so long I was like, I'm cool with MS. Let's talk about it. And I'm cool with it. When I thought I was fully covered, right? Like I'm a human. So there we go. I am fucking terrified. And why am I terrified? Well, anything can happen from one day to the next. And had I got in when I was diagnosed without my insurance, So see, I'm trying, like, in a sense, to talk about it and not just be too blatant about it, but that's how I'm feeling. If this were a notebook diary, I would be writing the same thing, probably a little more. So, yeah. And here's probably the biggest part of this whole picture for me, is that for a month and a half, I couldn't control what was happening to me. And I held on for so long, y'all. I have so much pride. And I told myself I didn't have time to go figure out what was wrong, and it was going to fix itself, and just like everything else. And I looked at my best friend Michael, and I was like, things are happening to my body that I can't even control anymore, and I don't know what I'm doing. And when you make, I mean, let's be real, right? There's people with MS that go undiagnosed or misdiagnosed for 6.5 years plus. I went a month and a half, right? How lucky am I? Which is why I was never pissed about it. We figured it out, we gave it a name, and we were going to start to work with it. And I was not pissed. And it takes a couple months for, you know, your meds to really start, or I don't know, right? They tell you not any one MS patient is the same, so I can't speak for anybody but myself. It took me a couple of months to really get back in control. And like, how do you go back? And I know there's, and look, it's not even the money thing. It's like, it needs to happen now. Right? And I'm admitting that there is an answer. What I'm explaining and what I'm going to detail about is how it made me feel. I know the difference. I do know that there's things that I can do. My fear is to regress. And I don't even like to say that. What does that even mean? I handled it for a month and a half. I had no balance. I had double vision. I couldn't feel from my belly button down for a whole month and a half. Like, it's gonna be fine, DK. Like, y'all. And I can already hear my mom, because when I called her, she was very calm. And I'm like, you don't understand, like, one second to the next, and forget about that, right? You think about things like being in a car accident and just anything. And I acknowledge that this is a problem. I am not a rule. I am not an exception to the rule. I am 1%. And I am scared. And there is a way. I know. And if anyone really knows me, I freak out. But this to me was big. Insurance, health insurance, that's crazy to me. That, because of something I cannot control. And there are people every day in the world with things that they have that they didn't ask for. You don't really even think about it until it like happens. And then the hope, right, that there's always going to be a cure. Yeah, I hope there is a cure. And the scaredy cat inside me is like, but how would you even be able to? That cure would probably be so expensive. And I can breathe. I'm alive. I can feel my feet again tonight. Earlier, I was really stressed out, and my toes, the tips of my toes, I felt that. Yeah, I'm thankful for my jobs. That when all else fails, go to work, do something. Don't give yourself a moment, figure it out, and then do something. Because it's gonna happen, will happen. And know that there's a fix. Know that there's a way. Yeah, this shit. I'm telling you guys a lot. I'm telling myself a lot because I watch it again. And I notice sometimes how shifty my eyes get. I wonder if that has anything to do with me being so honest. That even though I'm not really looking at someone in the face, I'm looking at a lot of people at the same time. That's scary. Thank you. From my heart to yours. You can never be too epic.